Chloe Unchained is in. My name is Chloe Lamore, and this is kind of my own twist to a channel I had when I was younger, Creativity with Chloe. It was definitely something just supposed to be informational and fun videos for kids. Well, I'm in high school now. A lot has changed. One of those things being that I'm starting to look more into the world around me, just into politics and all those things, and I think that's important for all ages. It's important to be educated on these matters because despite what most of us might be thinking, these things do affect us. I'm actually recording this on the 4th of July, which I think is fitting for the whole point of this video because we are getting into the big, beautiful bill. Heads up, the next thing I'm dropping is a video on feminism, so be prepared. I'd also like to spit a quick disclaimer that anything that I say in this video is backed by evidence that you can look for in the description, so please go look yourself. And if you disagree with anything, you can just say so in the comments below. I will not be deleting anything that's disrespectful, though I will be deleting anything that is racist or bigoted or any sort of phobia, so just know that. That's all. Now, what is the big, beautiful bill? Specifically, the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. It's a reconciliation bill by the 119th United States Congress. It increases the small business tax deduction used by millions of entrepreneurs annually from 20% to 23%. Again, it increases the small business tax deduction used by millions of entrepreneurs annually from 20 to 23%. But don't take my word for it. The White House website states that it will end the tax on tips, support small businesses, and permanently secure the border. While the United States House Committee on Ways and Means, Jason Smith, states that it will put American families in control of their health care. We can take a look at the bill here, which cuts $1 trillion from Medicaid, supposedly, but hey, the president sent a pinky promise that he wouldn't do so, and the White House Gov states, hold up, the One Big Beautiful Bill protects and strengthens Medicaid for those who truly rely on it. This means pregnant women, children, seniors, people with disabilities, and low-income families. And as someone who isn't from a high-income family, I will get to that part later, while eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse. The One Big Beautiful Bill removes illegal aliens, enforces work requirements, and protects Medicaid for the truly vulnerable. Truly vulnerable does not include immigrants, but that's alright. As I always state, as long as you're a good, rich member of our country and haven't come from anywhere that our government disapproves of, you will be alright. At least in this case. Though AmericanProgress.org states that the OBBBA blocks implementation of an existing regulation that makes it easier for eligible low-income Medicare beneficiaries to enroll in the MSPs, which are Medicare Saving Programs. These lower Medicare premiums and out-of-pocket costs. It makes healthcare accessible for anyone who's a Medicare enrollee that often live on very limited incomes and few assets. So maybe they don't care about all the legal people in our country. Now, my family isn't part of the upper class families that will be getting these huge amount of low taxes. We are legal immigrants, and while the WhiteHouse.gov states that it's the most pro-family legislation ever created, they should specify that the families that they are speaking of are not families like yours or mine. This bill will increase the cost of living and lower after-tax income for the bottom 40% of earners, while giving the top 20% of earners a $6,000 per year average tax cut. So we're getting pennies off is by what they're claiming, and I highly doubt that they understand the 887 pages of utter nonsense that is in this bill. I don't want this to sound as if every part of the bill is horrible, though most of it is. For example, it cuts approximately $4.46 trillion in tax revenue over a 10-year period, while giving the United States $3 trillion to add onto national debt. It allows car buyers to deduct up to $10,000 per year in auto loan interest for cars assembled in the United States purchased between 2025 and 2028. The deduction would phase out for individuals making over $100,000 or couples making over $200,000 roughly, though. Not only that, the bill includes $170 billion for spending on border security, creating the capacity to support up to 1 million people per year. And as if they needed more, ICE would get a 365% increase for their budget for detentions. Is it clear that I hate ICE? Why in the world would they be spending $6.2 billion on border technologies? There's a lot more included in this bill, such as requiring SNAP beneficiaries ages 18 to 64 to work at least 80 hours per month, compared to 18 to 54 under current law, because we need more 60-year-olds working longer hours for food, obviously. And in case you do not know what SNAP is, it is a Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. It provides food benefits to low-income families to supplement their grocery budget so they can get nutritional meals so they can afford them. So if you should possibly know what food stamps are and how they help our country. Well, the bill also requires a 5-year waiting period for green card holders before applying to Medicaid, reduces retroactive Medicaid payments from 3 months to 1 month, and if that's not enough, drumroll please, limits premium tax credits for all immigrants. Let's go. Premium tax credits, or PTC, subsidizes the cost of private health insurance for certain lower and middle income families. Yeah, that's super beneficial to limit it, huh? A friend of mine said something that really stuck to me, though. They're sold like they'll help everyday Americans, but they usually leave out people who need it the most, such as low-income families, minorities, and people on government assistance. The end result is more wealth for the top and more struggle for everyone else. But please, don't take my word for it. And please do not strictly follow left or right news articles. Do your own research and use the knowledge and information given to you to do what you feel is necessary. This bill has already been passed and approved by the president. That does not mean that there is nothing you can do and no power that we the people hold. I provided links in the description, so please, please, please research, learn, and vocalize the needs of our people of all ages. Chloe Unchained is out.